Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial here on my bits of Word. My name is Joseph Botnar. In this tutorial I'm trying to create a Tetris game application using C#, Windows Forms app and .NET 8. Therefore I'm going to create this game from scratch, so let's dive in. Click on create a new project. Select Windows Forms app, this version .NET, which is multi-platform, multi-cross platform. Click next, and here let's give a name for this application: Tetris demo, Tetris game demo. Okay, and for solution let's add here underscore SN. Click on next. Let's move on. Select .NET 8.0 and click on create, and we are waiting for Visual Studio 2022 to create this project. By the way, I'm creating this game Tetris in this IDE, namely Visual Studio 2022. Here you go. We have this form already. I'm going to place on this form a few controls like picture box. Double click on it and stretch it along this form. Okay, click on properties, and here let's give a name for this like picture box game. Okay, and let's change the back color from white to black. All right, and another control which I want to place on this form is timer. Double click on it, select it, open properties window. And here let's give a name for this timer as well. Let it be timer game. Okay, good. And now if you want to get into the code, you just right click with the mouse on this form1.cs file and select view code, and you are inside the code, as you can see. Now I'm going to code parts of this entire code, and after each part I'm going to give you briefly explanation about what I have done. If you want to know in detail and to understand very well and in detail the code, you need to set a breakpoint and use debug. In this way you will understand the code in detail, and you will understand probably each method which is part of this code. So let's code. Here you go. Let me to explain you what I've done here. So here I declared a few constant which will set the rows, the columns, the cell size for this game, and also the rows and columns will be used, as you can see, in this 2D array to create a board as well. Here I have a class which is not declared yet. That's why I've got this red line here, which means that we have an error because this class was not declared yet. To do so, we just go on this, click on this arrow, and generate class Tetris in a new file. Here you go, the error disappeared. Open Solution Explorer, and you can see the class here, the Tetris class, which we are gonna to write it, the members and the methods which are part of this class in the next. And here I declared a variable based on this class Tetris. As you can see, I declare this private init score variable, which is initialized with 0, which will hold the score of this game after the game is finished. This client size means the picture box, actually the size for the picture box, which I have set it here on this form. This start position set to center screen will make the form to appear here in the center of the screen after I'm gonna to launch this game. Here is the text for the form 1. All this minimize box, maximize and minimize box set to false means that all those boxes for the minimize and maximize will disappear from the form when this is released, because we don't need them actually. And also I set the border style to fixed single, and here I created a few methods which will be called all the time when the form is launched, like this timer game tick, which will set the timer of falling pieces on the board, form 1 underscore key down, which will set the keys to be able to use the keys from the keyboard. I mean the arrow keys, left, right, up and down, to be able to move the Tetris pieces on the board and to rotate them also. And this method, picture box game underscore paint, which will be used to draw the board on the form, and also the current pieces which are falling on the board, and the pieces, the Tetris pieces, which will be settled on the board. And here we have this method. Let's generate it, spawn a new piece. So this method will create all the time a new pieces after a piece is settled on the board, and that new piece will fall also on the board. And we are going to use the arrows keys here on the keyboard to manipulate them on the game board. Okay, so now let's continue with another part of this code. I'm going to make the code for this class Tetris, and for the methods which I created recently. So let's dive in. here we go. I finished this code. Let's see how it works. Let's execute this code. Hopefully it works. Yeah, as you can see, the pieces are falling on this game board, but here something happened. Let's see what is wrong here. First of all, I don't like how these pieces are falling on the board. Yeah, as you can see, it's just half out, and here we have this white band which it shouldn't be here. So let's have another look on this code. Okay, let's see now. Let's execute this again. This white band still here also. Okay, let's adjust it. I think here we need maybe only 32. Yeah, that white band is there because the form is bigger than the client size, than the picture box. And that's why now I just set the maximum and the minimum size. In this way I can adjust the form to be the same size as the client size. Okay, let's execute this again. We still have a little white band here. Okay, so let's adjust it from 32 to 30. Yeah, now is good. Now is good. As you can see, the game board actually overlap the form. They have the same size. We don't see here a white band on the sides or below here. Okay, now let's adjust the code here because something is going wrong, because the pieces are not still falling down, and this window game over appears, and we don't have calculated the score also. So let's adjust all this. So I have made a few adjustments here inside the code in order to work. First of all, I change the order how these methods are called. First was before called this method drop piece, was before settle pieces and clear lines, which was not good. So I should have put as it is now to be called this method drop piece, yeah, after settle pieces and clear lines. So in this way the code works. So it is important the order of the methods, the order how these methods are called. So yeah, this was one of the problems. Another problem was here inside this method clear lines. Yeah, I add this code, this part, in order to calculate the score. Yeah, after these 4 loops. Yeah, as you can see. And now the code works very well, no problem. But before I execute this code, let's talk about what I have done here. So I created this class Tetris. These two properties x, y represents the coordinates, how the pieces will appear on the game board. Through this method we are gonna to use this method get random shape. As you can see, the property is assigned here inside this constructor always, and also the coordinates x and y, as you can see. So here we have these 2D array shapes, and we have all the shapes used inside this game. As you can see here, we are using all these arrays to create the shapes needed for this game. At the end, the shapes will be returned using this keyword return, and they will be returned randomly using this variable random, which was created on this code of line, this line of code 10. Yes, okay. And here we have the method which will rotate the Tetris pieces, and as you can see here, the index is changed. In this way we can rotate the Tetris pieces, and we assign the rotated shape, the rotated array to this shape properties, which actually holds the original shape. Yeah, and this way we can rotate the pieces on the game board. Also here inside the form 1, so as you have seen, I generated the methods for a new piece. As you can see, the most important line of code is this one, 37, where we actually create an object for current pieces, because here this variable is declared on this code of line, which is not enough, because in this way these current pieces will be null. We have to make we have to create an instance to create an object. In this way we created an object which this variable will refer. Yeah, okay. And further we have this method is valid position. If it's not valid, then the game will be over and the score will be displayed. This method is valid position. It is a bool method, and we return true if the position is valid. If not, we return false. This method will reset the game and will create a new piece. As you can see here, this method, the picture box game underscore paint, actually will draw the board and the settle pieces, this part here, and another part will draw the current piece. Yeah, we can play here a bit with the colors, and this method fill rectangle will fill actually the cell used to use the inside the Tetris shapes, and as you can see, we have blue for the settled pieces. The brush used to fill in the settled pieces is blue. As you can see, the color, and this method draw rectangle will draw the outline of cell size of cell pieces. Yeah, and the color used to outline the pieces is gray, as you can see. We can change this. We'll try a black. Let's see how the black looks like. And this part of code will draw the current pieces using the pieces which are falling on the game board, using the red color for the cells and of the Tetris pieces, and the gray for the outline of the Tetris pieces. Here we have this method which will enable us to use the arrows keys. Yeah, the left, the right, the left to move to left using this method, move pieces, which has these coordinates. -1 means that we can move the Tetris pieces to left, to right, to down, to rotate when we use the up arrow to rotate the piece, and we can use the space key from the keyboard to drop a piece. That means it will fall suddenly on the game board. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. And here we have the drop piece method. Yeah, which is called here on this line of code when we press space key. Okay. Here is the method for to rotate the Tetris piece. As you can see here, again we have this is a valid position. If the position is not valid, so this method will return false, then this line of code will be executed, and that means we are not able to rotate. Yeah. Okay, if this method will return true, I mean is valid position, then this code line will be skipped, and actually this method will be executed, and we are able to rotate the Tetris piece. Yeah. So here we have the move piece. Again, is called, this method is valid position. If the position is valid, will be executed all these code of lines. If not, all these methods will be executed. Settled pieces, clear lines, the lines will be cleared, drop piece, and creating a new piece, a new spawn. Here we have this method clear lines, so the lines will be clear when all the line is full. For that we have this flag variable full time, which is true when the lines are full, and that means the line will be cleared using this algorithm here inside this if. And when the compiler will get to this code line, will calculate the score, as you can see. And here we have the code for settled pieces, and here we have actually the timer, which we'll call this move piece method, and this invalid method will redraw the game board on the form. So let's now execute this code. Let's see how it works. As you can see, the pieces are falling properly. The speed is a bit high in my opinion. Yeah, you seen how the lines were cleaned because it was full. Yeah, I think the speed is too high in my opinion. Yeah, but the code now works properly, no problems anymore at all. The colors are quite good, but we can try another color. I'm not very good with this kind of games. I try my best. Okay, but as I said, the speed in my opinion is too high. Let's destroy now the game just to see the score. Here you go, your score is 400. So now the code works very well. So let's make a bit changes here. First of all, I'm gonna to change here because we have 200. I think this is too high. Let's change it to 300. These are milliseconds. So we have blue when the pieces are settled. Let's see how looks this blue. I think it's okay. But what if we put here black? Let's see. Yeah, and also for current PCs, let's see if we put here black also. Okay, now let's execute this code again. Yeah, it looks better in my opinion. What I can say. Oh, I did a big mistake. $100, only 100. So I think black is better. I leave it like this. The colors are okay. Now this is a simple version of this game. In the next tutorial I'm going to make a more complex Tetris game. I'm going to create a board as well here somewhere on the right side, which will show the next 3 pieces. And also the score. So a more complex one I will try to make in the next tutorial. Until then, enjoy this one, if you want, of course. As you have seen, Copilot helped me quite a lot. From time to time, I didn't accept the code. I used my original code. But he helped me a lot with the code for drop. So let's see how this drop it works. You see, you just press space and will be dropped suddenly, but you press just once. You need to be careful with this because yeah, so just once you drop it, you press this key. See, I use now this space key. My score is very good, 700 now. So I'm going to use the space. You can see how the piece is dropped. Yeah, but just once. Don't press it twice because that will make a lot of pieces to be dropped, and it's very difficult to manage the game. So now I'm using not only, but most of the time I'm using this space key to drop the pieces. As you can see, they are dropped suddenly. It works, this drop method, as you can see also. Okay, so let's finish this. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. I'm hoping this code will help you wherever you are. Have a lovely day. See you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.